Hello everyone, today we're going to be reviewing the McFarlane toph figure from Avatar, the Last Airbender. As you see, she looks beautiful right there. Now, let's move our little accessory she comes with out of the way here, and let's have a full look at Toph here. As you see, she is a very beautiful figure, looks just like, well, her from the show. Now, let's go and do a full 360 of this figure. Here's the side of her, here's the back of her, and the other side of her. As you see, she is a beautiful looking figure, and now we're going to go ahead and do a close-up of her. Now, just look at that. That looks so well done to me. That looks just like Toph from the show. But there are some little paint problems here and there. As you see, I got a little paint chip on the hair right there, unfortunately, but not the biggest deal in the world. Overall though, her eyes are well done, her skin texture is well done. I mean, just look at that pose right there too. That to me looks just like Toph. Very well done. And now we're going to go ahead and look at her articulation and paint job a bit more. First, we're going to go with articulation here. So, she can move her arm up about that high, not that much else. Need to bend her elbow about that much and rotate pretty good. No race swivel, unfortunately. Her legs can go up about that high and turn about that high, and her knees can bend just a little bit like that. And no ankle pivot too, unfortunately, as you can see. But she can still stand very well. No problems, and you get her in good poses, but as you see, she can be a little top heavy. But overall though, if you get her in that right nice pose, she can easily stand, like you see here, with no problems whatsoever. Now, her only accessory she comes with is this little rock piece here, but like I said, you can get her in some great dynamic poses. I mean, that looks really good to me. Now, I mentioned the little accessory piece, so let's take a look at that. Here's the little rock piece. As you see, doesn't fully, flush to the ground, but it gets the job done. It looks good, and I think you can pull off a good pose. And as you see here, she can pose with it very well, in my opinion, and I think it looks pretty good. You get her in that nice action pose, like she's pulling up the dirt, but you have to work with it because as you see here, it's pretty hard to get her in that pose, so you might have to just, put her legs a bit more together, unfortunately, and just get her midway into a kicking the dirt ground. But as you see, it's still, be done. Now, as you see, this is a great looking Toph figure. I think McFarlane did a fantastic job with her. The likeness is great, and overall, the paint job is pretty good. Not the best, but still pretty good, and the articulation is very well done as well. But I want to do a little comparison here with the first Toph figure that's ever been released by Diamond Select. And here's the comparison shot between the Diamond Select one right here and the McFarlane one. Now, as you see, the Diamond Select one is a bit taller than the McFarlane one, and also too has a little bit more better paint apps, but that's where the good kind of lies, besides the articulation as well, just a little bit. The problem with the Diamond Select one is some of the paint is very kind of sloppy. 2, does not even look like Toph. I think that's the biggest difference. I mean, let's zoom up on the faces very quickly. Now, if you compare the faces with the two here, which one looks more like Toph, you think? The alien looking one, or the one that actually looks like Toph? It's so bizarre to me, the sculpt that's trying to do with this Diamond Select one. It's very, very odd. But if we scroll down just a little bit, you can see that the paint job on the Diamond Select is a bit better, to where they actually put the gold on her bracelets there, while they left it skin tone on the Toph figure right there, which kind of sucks, but you can easily go in and paint that yourself if you truly want to. Not the biggest deal in the world. And the feet there, I think both look fine. No big deal. Like I said, same thing again with the gold bracelet stuff right there of the two.
But the Diamond Select one is a lot more articulation wise, so that is always a good thing. But the problem is though, she stands right now, but if you try and get her in a pose, she will fall. And that is why you need her special stand right here to be able to stand this toph figure up. Because without it, you can't really do anything. Oh, also too, let me show you one more thing. So with this Diamond Select figure, the joints are super tiny too on this person, to a point where when I literally did this, when I bent her arm, it's not broken. It's just that the joint is just so tiny. I mean, look at that. I mean, look at how tiny that joint is. That's a super tiny joint to try to put for an arm bend. I mean, it just doesn't really work. So every time you go bend that, it's just gonna pop off all the time. So this arm always has to be straight. So with the stand, she can actually, you know, do the poses and whatnot, because try and put on that peg to try and do a pose, she's gonna fall down. And this is how I usually pose her most of the time, and with her other accessories too. That's the other thing too that this top figure has over the other one, is this one does come with more accessories, but she can't really do anything with them that much, so I just kind of don't pose her with them really.
So, what is my final thoughts on this toph figure from McFarlane? I think they did a excellent job. This looks just like toph compared to the Diamond Select version. The sculpt is very on point. The paint job could have been a little bit better in places, and the articulation, well, not bad, but could be better. But overall, this is a better toph figure, if you couldn't, well, tell from this already. This toph figure is a must-get if you're a big fan of her and from the show. Now, there is the other toph figure that is out there by a different company, but I might get it. I do not know for sure yet, and if I do, I might make a comparison, but we will see, well, here soon. But overall though, I'm very happy with this toph figure. I suggest if you find her, get her if you can. She is a must, especially too if you find her for the right price point of $10 to $13. Don't overpay, definitely don't overpay, but do get her. I think she is great. Thank you for watching, and bye bye for now.